What is Vitex negundo? Vitex negundo, commonly known as the Chinese chase tree, five-leaf chase tree, horseshoe vitex, or nacinda, is a large aromatic shrub with quadrangular, densely whitish, tomentose branchlets. It is widely used in folk medicine, particularly in South and Southeast Asia. See more 209 species in genus Vitex at monsteraholic.com. The curious case of Viola tricolor, not quite your average pansy. For years, I'd mindlessly planted pansies, those cheerful faces brightening my window boxes. But then I stumbled upon Viola tricolor, and everything changed. This wildflower, with its charming, multicolored blooms, sparked a botanist's curiosity within me. Was it just another pansy, or was there more to the story? See more 853 species in genus Viola at monsteraholic.com. Viola tricolor versus Viola corn. I found that Viola tricolor has a more vibrant and diverse color palette compared to Viola cornuta, which offers a more subdued range of hues but still charming in its own right. Viola tricolor versus Viola odorata. In my experience, Viola tricolor's bright and varied blooms have been more eye-catching than Viola odorata's, which has a subtle but lovely fragrance that makes it a delightful choice for a more serene garden space. Are all Viola tricolor pansies? The answer, like most things in nature, is beautifully complex. Viola tricolor is indeed the wild ancestor of the garden pansy, Viola xwitrockiana. They share a similar flower structure with velvety petals, but Viola tricolor boasts a wider range of color combinations, think deep purples, vibrant yellows, and even touches of white. Unlike its domesticated cousin, Viola tricolor is smaller, with delicate blooms hovering around an inch in diameter. How long does it take for Viola tricolor to germinate? Patience is a virtue when it comes to Viola tricolor. Germination can take anywhere from 14 to 21 days, so don't get discouraged if those sprouts seem slow to appear. Here's a tip: keep the soil consistently moist but not soggy, and place the seed tray in a cool, well-lit location. Once those seedlings emerge, celebrate. You're on your way to a vibrant display of wildflowers. How to grow Viola tricolor. Growing Viola tricolor is surprisingly easy. They thrive in cooler weather, making them perfect for fall and winter plantings. Here's the lowdown. Light, aim for full sun to partial shade. Morning sun is ideal, with some afternoon shade as temperatures rise. Soil, well-drained, slightly acidic soil is key. Amend your existing soil with compost or sand if needed. Watering, keep the soil consistently moist, especially during germination and the early stages of growth. As the plants mature, they become more drought tolerant. Deadheading, regularly remove spent flowers to encourage continuous blooming throughout the season. What is Viola tricolor used for? Beyond its undeniable charm, Viola tricolor boasts a surprising number of uses. Ornamental, the vibrant blooms make them a delightful addition to flower beds, borders, and window boxes. Culinary, the edible flowers add a touch of color and a mild, peppery flavor to salads and garnishes. Medicinal, some historical uses include treating skin conditions and respiratory ailments. However, it's important to consult a medical professional before using Viola tricolor for any medicinal purposes. When to plant Viola tricolor? The cool temperatures make fall and winter the ideal times to plant Viola tricolor. Aim for planting seeds 6 to 8 weeks before the first frost. Alternatively, you can find seedlings at nurseries during these cooler months. Where does Viola tricolor var. Hortensis come from? Viola tricolor var. Hortensis is the cultivated form of Viola tricolor, commonly known as the garden pansy. This variety originated in Europe through centuries of selective breeding, resulting in the larger blooms and wider color range we see in pansies today. Where to buy Viola tricolor seeds or seedlings? You have a few options for acquiring Viola tricolor. Seed shops, look for seed packets labeled Viola tricolor or Johnny Jump UPS. Online retailers, several online retailers offer Viola tricolor seeds. Nurseries, during the fall and winter months, some nurseries may carry Viola tricolor seedlings. With a little effort, you can bring the cheerful blooms of Viola tricolor to your balcony or garden. So, ditch the predictable pansies and embrace the unique beauty of this wildflower. You might just discover a new favorite addition to your floral repertoire. Here's a more detailed description of Vitex negundo. Family, Lamiaceae. Scientific name, Vitex negundo L. Origin, believed to be native to the Indian subcontinent, but now naturalized in many parts of the world including Southeast Asia, East Asia, and North America. Habit, erect shrub or small tree growing from 2 to 8 meters, 6.6 to 26.2 feet, in height. Leaves, digitate, with 5 lanceolate leaflets, sometimes 3. Flowers, small, lilac-colored flowers arranged in clusters, panicles. Fruit, drupe, small, globular, initially green and ripening to black. Uses of Vitex negundo. Ornamental plant, cultivated for its attractive foliage and flowers. Traditional medicine, used in various cultures for a range of medicinal purposes, although scientific evidence to support these uses is limited. Some common uses include relief of menstrual cramps and PMS symptoms, treatment of infertility, skin conditions, inflammatory diseases. Other uses, the wood is sometimes used for fuel or making small items. Important considerations. Vitex negundo may interact with certain medications. It is important to consult with a healthcare professional before using it if you are taking any medications. Vitex negundo can cause side effects in some people, such as stomach upset, headache, and skin rash. Vitex negundo versus Vitex agnus castus. I've grown Vitex negundo and Vitex agnus castus in my garden, and I've found the former to be a bit more adaptable to various soil conditions, while the latter seems to thrive better in well-drained soil. The foliage of Vitex negundo has a unique, almost tropical appearance, which I really enjoy, but Vitex agnus castus has a more traditional look that complements a classic garden style. When it comes to flowering, Vitex agnus castus puts on a more impressive display with its vibrant, dense spikes of purple flowers, whereas Vitex negundo's blooms are more modest but still charming. I've noticed that Vitex negundo tends to grow a bit more vigorously and can sometimes overshadow other plants, whereas Vitex agnus castus stays more contained and manageable in size. How to grow Vitex negundo. Here's a guide on how to grow Vitex negundo, the Chinese chase tree. Planting. Climate. Vitex negundo is fairly adaptable but thrives in warm temperate to subtropical climates. It can tolerate some cold but may experience dieback in very harsh winters, USDA zones 5 to 10. Sunlight, prefers full sun to partial shade. At least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily is ideal. Soil, adaptable to a wide range of soil types but prefers well-drained soil. If your soil is heavy clay, amend it with compost or other organic matter to improve drainage. Planting steps. Choose a suitable location in your garden that meets the sunlight and soil requirements. Dig a hole 2 to 3 times wider than the root ball of your Vitex negundo and just as deep. If necessary, amend the dug-up soil with compost or organic matter for better drainage and fertility. Carefully remove the plant from its pot, if container-grown, and gently loosen any pot-bound roots. Place the plant in the hole, ensuring the root crown, the area where the stem meets the roots, sits slightly above the surrounding soil level. Backfill the hole with the amended soil mix, tamping it down gently to remove air pockets. Water thoroughly to settle the soil around the roots. Aftercare. Watering. Water regularly, especially during the first growing season, to keep the soil consistently moist but not soggy. The frequency will depend on rainfall and weather conditions. Established plants are drought tolerant but will benefit from occasional watering during dry periods. Mulching. Apply a layer of mulch, 2 to 3 inches thick, around the base of the plant to retain moisture, regulate soil temperature, and suppress weeds. Keep mulch a few inches away from the stems to prevent rot. Fertilizing. You can fertilize your Vitex negundo once a year in early spring with a balanced fertilizer. Avoid over-fertilizing. Pruning. Pruning is not strictly necessary but can be done to maintain a desired shape or size. Prune in late winter or early spring before new growth appears. Additional tips. Vitex negundo is a fast-growing shrub and can send up shoots from the roots. You can remove these suckers if you want to maintain a single-trunked shrub.